adventurers. Welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Agenda, and this is my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we arrived in the White March, stopped this village from completely burning down due to orcs, and well, I guess now we're going to have a wander around it and see what there is to see.
Certainly.
You talked to this guy yet? Oh, hello. Heard I might find you here. A stocky, red-faced man gives you a pleasant, if awkward, smile. Pleasure to meet you. I'm the captain of the militia around here. Didn't see you during the ogre attack. See, I was guarding the Graf's Rest. Someone had to make sure those ogres didn't burn it down like they did Kitty's house. Damn shame, that. He frowns and shakes his head solemnly. I wanted to catch you before you went running off into the wilds. See, there's a few dangerous folk you might be on the lookout for. Plus, if you're heading out to Longwatch Falls, I thought you might could pick up a thermal pearl for me. He looks away and twists the toe of his boot into the snow. You want a what? Thermal pearl? Well, that's the thing. I already found it. I just need someone else to go out and get it. Saw it in the hot springs up near Longwatch Falls. Would have grabbed it myself, but that's when I looked around and saw the Lagafaith. Must have been 50 of them. Spread his arms wide. I would have fought, but I started to wonder what the rest of Stalwart would do without me, so I ran. For the sake of the village, of course. They have a coward as their militia captain, which is not great. What is a thermal pearl? And they form in the hot springs. Something to do with all the minerals in the water. Smell kind of funny, but they're full of minerals. Just have to crumble them into a pint. He grins, and you notice his gums are bleeding. Oh. They cure scurvy. Like I said, the pearl's in one of the thermal pools near Longwatch Falls. Shouldn't be hard to spot. Alright, tell me about Longwatch Falls. It's east of Stalwart. Got some nice views of the valley, but most folk avoid it these days. Plenty of wilder nearby, and it only takes a few inches of snow to block the pass. If you're heading out that way, I'd suggest talking to Thirsk. He might have something to help you deal with the Lagafaith. That's all I needed to know. Stop by Thirsk's place before you leave town. His is the house next to the mines. He's a veteran hunter who knows the wilds better than anyone. Okay, what about the dangerous folk in the wilderness? We got our share of crazies out here. Most of them aren't even from the village. He laughs at his own joke. The latest groups I'd heard of were the Gleaming Society and the Sisterhood of the Slaked Skull. But Wren and Guild set aside some bounty money to see that these troublemakers were taken care of. You bring me the heads of their leaders and I'll give you the payment. Okay, tell me about the Gleaming Society. Crazy pack of radicals that wants to topple governments and kill the wealthy. Makes the War of Defiance look like a food fight. Duke Avar and the Regent of Riyadh Saras both declared them illegal, which is probably the only thing those two would agree on. Or would have, before all that murder and mayhem in Defiance Bay. He frowns, scratching the back of his neck. Anyway, check Longwatch Falls to the east. That's where they were last seen. Alright, what about the Sisterhood of the Slaked Skull? That'll be Meztla. All the members of the Sisterhood worship Barath by sending as many folk back to the wheel as they can. He shivers. They've been poking around Durgan's battery, and Whale only knows why, but you can understand why no one around here was pleased to hear about it. Passed through town recently. Didn't stay long, but they stopped at the Temple of Andre. You might see if Lafta knows something. If you come across them, be careful. They're unpredictable. Alright. Later. What else? Why is this labeled Durgan's battery? It's a solid brick wall, or stone wall. But I guess we can take fast travel from here. Okay. Russet Wood, Longwatch Falls, Deerwood. Oh, maybe by going up here? Up that path? You can't actually walk up, but yeah, probably. Okay, well. We gotta talk to everyone else in town first. Let's go west first. Brentwin Bomb. Supplies that I can't take. Alright, how about, what's up here? Tana. Right, stealing to steal any of the things in here?
They gone? Have those nasty brutes finally left?
These teeth have been sanded smooth in preparation for carving. Yes, they're gone, Tana.
I heard the ogres outside, tearing down walls and murdering folk. Don't remember how things got this bad.
The elderly woman kneads her hands. Her knuckles are swollen knobs, and her palms are ridged with calluses that scrape and rasp as she rubs them together.
But you're the new adventurer. Renengild's latest volunteer.
She squints at you, leaning precariously forward on her wobbling legs.
A real spitfire, she told me. Bet you'd whip those layabouts at the mine into shape.
Maybe.
Did you say something, dear?
Tell me about yourself, Tana.
Me? I was the overseer at the mine, back when it was running. Got shut down decades ago when we couldn't sell or ship the stuff. But I still remember plenty about the mining business. And I got as many folk as I can digging out the entrance.
She taps her head, a spotted dome under a thinning thatch of hair.
Been praying to the salty wench that I don't forget too much afore they finish the job.
She winks. All
Gotta
right.
speak up. My hearing ain't what it was.
Thanks, Tana. Well, she doesn't really have anything. Well, she has a sort of a lead, I guess. But not exactly. I don't think we got an actual quest entry or anything. Oh, these are separated at least, so that's good. Alright. So there's that. I don't know, let's check out the tavern.
Don't see the harm. Building's thirsty work. Figured you'd be out of here in a flash after the fighting died down. Most people don't stick around after they figure out the ogres are making regular visits.
They don't bother me, Rayfold.
I would have helped fight them monsters off, you know, if I didn't think I'd just get in the way. And with you there to handle things, everything turned out well enough, didn't it? Don't see why Havrick's still sour at me.
What's this about Havrick?
Oh, Havrick's the innkeeper over at the Grave's Rest. I may have been hiding in the inn when the fighting started. The raid didn't improve his disposition any.
No, I imagine not.
Did you know he has a whole case of Fenland liquor in there? I keep offering to buy it off him, but he says he's saving it up for when the battery's open again. As if we're gonna last that long. Anyhow, he said he'd thrash me up and down the mountain if I didn't leave him be.
So, you were hiding behind the bar while everyone else was risking their lives fighting?
That's, that's what Havrick said, actually. Look, I'm not proud of it, but I'm no warrior. What am I gonna do? Throw a net on them?
And now you're worried about a fancy drink?
They say a single drop changes your life. You'll never want to have a drink of anything else. Probably that's all rubbish, but it's supposed to be very good.
Okay.
It's delusional is what it is. Point of fact, what with you dealing with ogres and everything, maybe you'd, you know, be willing to help me out.
Yeah, you're a little lower on the priority list than the ogres, buddy, but from saving the town to swiping liquor, there's progress for you.
Havrick keeps all the good stock in the inn cellar. Out of sight, you see. I mean, it's bound to be under lock and key, but I'm sure he wouldn't miss a single bottle. Not with everything that's going on.
Buddy, I am not going to rob the innkeeper so that you can keep getting drunk.
Shh, all right, keep it down. I didn't mean anything by it. But if you happen to come across some, then maybe you could share?
No. I'm not stealing this man's liquor for this guy. Lousy drunks. Let's go into the tavern. The Grave's Rest. It's got a bar.
If it's okay, I'm gonna wait by that fire there while you do that thing with the battery.
Alright, Ader. Sure. Kids, villagers.
Still can't feel my fingers.
There appears to be, not sure if that's just a fire. It almost looks kind of lava-like or something. Big fire in the middle of the place in any case. Makes sense when it's this cold. What are you two? Hey there, good timing. You can watch me trounce Björtwin. Used to play a game like this in Masuk. Good fun. Aloth frowns. Looks like a good way to lose a finger. Once, Andred. You won once. What you playing? Orland's head. Andred grins sheepishly. That's what they call it anyhow. Smooth. You pick a target, see? Nose or ears. Nose is worth more. You got 2 ears to work with. You get less points the further out from the target you get. Same for the mouth and eyes. No points if you miss. Fancy a game? 3 throws each. Whoever gets the most points by the end of it wins the wager. I'll put down 50 pounds if you will. Sure, but I'm gonna lose because I'm not a knife thrower. Sure, let's play. It's only 50 copper. Good man. I'll go first just to show you how it's done. Andrew aims carefully, throws his blade. It hits the eye, which is worth 5 apparently. Okay, we aim for the nose, I guess. Oh boy. We scored 2. We're gonna lose really badly, I think. He scores 10. Or what if I aim for the ears? Oh, 7. Oh, he only scores 1. I only score 1. Yeah. We are not... If I could make Sagani play this game for us... Which I don't think I can, but... Yeah. It's still functionally me, I'm pretty sure.
Yes?
If I could have Sagani play the game for me, then we would have something. This large piece of stone is adorned with an engraving of a hammer and chisel, though the writing beneath is too worn away to read. Okay, here's the bar.
Make sure he don't steal nothing.
Alright, Hefrick.
Seen such a bloodbath. Feels like we got half the town's survivors in here, just drinking to forget it.
The dwarf surveys the crowd, his expression sober despite the half-empty flagon by his hand. He shakes his head and looks to you, remembering himself.
But you must be looking for some refreshment, too, after the way you handled them ogres. Or perhaps a room. Say the word, and I'll give that shifty little Orland the boot.
He nods at you with gruff camaraderie. What, Orland?
Showed up a few days ago. Sticks his nose out of the back room just long enough to empty his chamber pot.
He squints toward the hall as if daring the Orland to show himself.
Up to no good, I tell you. I'd like nothing more than to see him gone, but I don't want a ruckus over it.
What makes you so sure he's trouble?
We get our share of lowlifes coming through here. Smugglers, fugitives, kith looking to avoid the sharp eye of the law. The way he's keeping to himself, well, honest kith sure don't have cause for it.
I see. I could talk to him.
I'd appreciate it. And I suppose I don't need to remind you that I don't want you to hurt him. I'm sure you can find a more discreet way of handling the problem.
He gives you a meaningful look. Alright, sure.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
Yeah, I thought you might want to know. That guy outside asked me to steal your liquor.
He did he? That shifty little crook never learns. I'll have it put away somewhere safe. Thank you for doing the decent thing. Here, for your honesty.
Alright, 200 copper. Yeah, I intentionally... It seems harsh to say quest failed. I resolved it the way I wanted to.
What can I do for you?
What kind of refreshments you got? And Loth leans and whispers, "Are you sure, Sea Lord? I think I saw a fish head floating in the stew pot.
Nothing like a pint to take the chill off.
What's wrong with a little bit of a fish head in the stew pot, honestly? I will buy every lockpick you have, and, let's see. Stalwart locals have their own common stew recipe that relies on marinated rabbit meat, onions, wine, and vinegar. Due to Stalwart's remote location, they don't use exotic spices for flavoring, only what they grow locally and dry during the summer months. Makes sense. White Yennefer, made with juniper berries, common in the foothills and low slopes of the White March. White Yennefer is popular with locals as well as northern neighbors in Rhea Saris. It's normally distilled in simple household pots with grain mash and various local herbs to meet the maker's preferences. Because it's a powerful spirit, it's not popular as a recreational drink in our Glanfath. And he's got speckleback jerky. Speckleback fish are common in the cold waters flowing out of the White Marsh. Their lean meat makes them ideal for curing and drying for use as jerky. Deerwoodens often salt their jerky, but Stalwart locals cut specklebacks into thin strips and use smoke to cure them. Salmon jerky, basically. Okay. What kind of rooms do we have? Top quality bear pelts, huh? He's got the copper minnow, the silver catfish, and the golden whale. And +2 dex. That and +2 might. That and +2 constitution. Fair enough. Take it these are the rooms. Yeah, they just get bigger, don't they? That'll be the minnow, this will be the fish or whatever. Salmon, can't remember.
Excuse me, was
Don't-
there something you need?
She knits her fingers together and looks intently at the floor. Okay, I must have to come back to her for something later. She seems a bit guilty feeling or something. Is this the Orlin? Oh, maybe this is the worst room, actually. What's
Not
up,
to be rude,
buddy?
but I'm rather busy. Can't you get another room?
The Orlin turns and glances past you with a quick, nervous motion. His ears, shredded and scalloped at the edges, are pressed against his skull. Hefrick sent me to check on you. He thinks you're up to something.
What? Oh no. No.
He runs his claws through his hair and tugs at his long, ragged ears. I can't imagine why he'd think a thing like that.
Is she there? Did you see her?
He leans around you, peering at the doorway. Who are you talking about?
Devala. That woman. The slaver, she...
He swallows.
I was a slave in Raid Ceres. I ran away. Made it here. The mountains are usually the best place to lose slavers, but Devala's one of the best.
His hands tremble as he picks at his worn tunic. I see.
I just want to get out of here. I've scraped together enough money to reach New Haomar.
New Haomar? That's hardly an improve. He stops himself eyed. I mean, it's lovely. You'll love it.
But the locals talk about a Raid Saren party, camped west of town.
He worries a ragged shirt sleeve.
It's got to be Devala. She's been after me since the foothills. I'll pay you if you can get rid of her. I don't care how.
Alright, we'll see. We'll see. Might be worth talking to them and finding out if they're actually slave hunters, but he seems awfully nervous. But there's always the risk it's a posse hunting for a murderer or something. Well, there was a downstairs or something in that inn, wasn't there? We should probably check that out. Although maybe it's just the wine cellar that we are not robbing. But there was something over here we should check. Oh. I see there's a gambling hall down here.
10 Ponds says he trips them.
You're awful. Take a look at this.
We got Scotty.
Good God, I wasn't even trying to rob the place. An assortment of dusty vintages lines these shelves. Many date before the War of Defiance. What's going on here? The hero of the hour, he laughs. Hefrick sent you down to check on us? We aren't causing trouble, on my word. Who are you? Teen Lake. He raises his mug. Humble fisherman. Though with the ogres coming down all the time, well, I'd sooner fish for truth down a bottle for the time being. What you playing? Dozens. Care to test your luck? Each of us puts down 50 pans, 3 wins, and you take the 100. Could explain the rules if you like. What are rules? Simple enough. Winner takes all. We roll 3 dice each. 3 4s, and that's the dozen. Beats all the other rules. You roll anything else that sums to 12, that's the towers, second best. You roll any other triples, that's a godhammer. You get a pair, that's witnesses. 1, 2, and 3 is the saint, that's the lowest. Any other roll is talkers, doesn't amount to anything, so you roll the dice again. You get it? Sure. It's literally just random dice rolls. It's not that exciting. Okay. Oh boy. Towers. Oh, it adds to 12. I see. Huh. He gets witnesses. Yeah, there's dice. Let's roll. No, I rolled towers again. Witnesses. Because the pair. My witnesses is better. I win, yay. Okay, I don't know why I would get smug. It's a completely random game. Did Scotty just get shot by arrows again? Whoopsies. These traps are a little
Ready, Watcher.
overzealous, maybe.
I'm here.
We are a bit damaged. Maybe we'll pay to sleep
Back to
here for
warm
a
your
night.
hand. Top quality bear.
Top quality bear pelts, he says. Sleep in the copper minnow or whatever.
Certainly.
And let's go. A lot more town to see yet. No, we should level Sakani and Kana too. More mechanics. Talents. You know, this would be pretty nice, honestly, because he dies a lot. Kana, you can get, I don't really know what to give him. Bit of athletics, bit of survival. Alright, let's see here. Oh, we can call down a whole drake. That's kind of nice. Or 2 ogres. I don't even know which is better. Erdle and Girdle. Or Garnisk's Beast. Revives allies, so that's kind of nice too. Bolt Spice. Empowers allies, empowers allies. I want one of these two, I think. 2 ogres or 1 drake? There's literally no way for me statistically to quite know this. Well, I'll take Garnisk's Beast lit the night with his breath, why not? And then, let's see here. He's really not got no class specific. That might be handy. Let's grab that. Okay, oh, it's nighttime. Alright, there's a hot spring here, very nice. Doesn't seem like we can get in it. And then I guess we gotta visit Thirsk and Durin back here. Here's an outhouse with a line. That sucks, considering how cold it is. Ringer berries. Meat. Alright, whose house was this? Thrisk's. Yep. Thirsk. Let's see, it would be stealing to take any of his stuff.
Must be soon. 2 days, no more.
The shaft of each spear is splintered and broken, each of them held together only by tightly bound leather straps. These necklaces have been made from the teeth and claws of various predators, wolves, bears, and lions. Hey, what's up, Thirsk? This dwarf is busy staring into the fire, slowly puffing away on his pipe. As you greet him, he's visibly startled and his pipe clatters to the floor.
Sorry. Didn't hear you come in. My ears aren't what they used to be.
He stoops, wincing, to retrieve his pipe. When he rises again, he has a hand against his side. You hurt?
Wasn't the ogres, I can tell you that. Put a few arrows in one of those and they generally have the good sense to back off. But I've been hunting this wolf for near a year now. A man-eater. Cunning, nasty thing. Every time I get close, it just slips away. The beast has already claimed many lives. The first victim was my son, Saldrin.
Ah, we got a real Moby Dick situation here, huh? Dirsk looks down at his pipe for a moment, features hardening.
Got the better of me this last time. Distracted me long enough for one of its kin to turn up. Nearly bit me clean in half. I'm a few weeks out from trying again.
You said it's a wolf?
No ordinary wolf. A monster. This creature is big. And I see the signs it leaves behind. The mess it made to the last couple of hunters, and the elk doesn't always finish its meals. Damn thing might be sick. Might have a bullet in its jaw. Something. In any case, it needs to be put down.
Where is it?
It roams the russet wood out to the west. Seems to have decided the lake is a good place to find prey. Yeah. It's picked off some scattered ogres from time to time. But mostly it's been going after hunters. Travelers.
What happened the last time you fought it?
Nothing to tell. Near misses, all of them. One time he clambered right up the cliffs to avoid my snares. Another time, he chased a bear into my camp.
The wolf chased a bear into your camp. Damn, that's one hell of a wolf.
I nearly had him once. I could hear him below, eating, and I had the gun aimed right for him. Until the wind changed.
That's shit luck.
He charged headlong into the tree to get at me. Nearly knocked me off my perch. And when I righted myself, he was gone.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for it.
It needs doing. But I warn you, this beast is not to be trifled with. It must make its lair somewhere to the west. If you mean to go there, keep your wits about you. Watch yourself on the mountain. In these lean times, everything looks like prey to something.
Fair enough. By the way, who are you?
I'm Thiersch. I've lived here long enough that Kith have started calling me the Old Hunter. And that's about all I can say for myself.
Fair enough.
Coming to your elders for advice, is it? What can I do for you?
Tildor said I should talk to you before heading to Longwatch Falls. And good thing you did. Hot springs north of the road are crawling with Lagafaith. I'm surprised Tildor found himself out there. The thing to know about Lagafaith is they're fast, tolerant to cold too, so try another angle of attack. Something seems to occur to him. He pats his pockets, clenching his pipe between his teeth. These'll come in handy. Use them if you get into trouble. He hands you a few sealed bottles. The old hunter looks you up and down, puffing on his pipe. 2 potions of mirrored image. Fair enough. But if I'm being honest, you may not even need 'em. You handled those ogres well enough, and you look like you'd hold your own against the Lagafaith, too. He taps his pipe ash into the fire pit. What can you tell me about Stalwart?
Well, I can tell you it won't be here much longer if things go on as they are. With the mines closed, we've lost what put us on the map in the first place. We're losing people every month. Too many mouths to feed, and not enough to support them. Even the game's dwindling. I've been lucky. I've hides and horns enough to keep the traders happy, but now the ogres are picking the rest of us off.
Yeah, what can you tell me about the ogres? Only that they've been coming down in force again and again, trying to drive us out or kill us outright.
The moment we started looking into Durgan's battery, it was like we'd kicked a hornet's nest.
It's so random which lines are voiced and which ones aren't.
You made a good showing against that last group, by the way. I think you've given them reason to think twice about coming back.
Hopefully. Why's the hunting bad?
It's been a colder season than usual, and the elk herds aren't faring well. We're stuck fighting with the ogre clans and the wolves over what's left. Not to mention the occasional beast. We've lost a lot of young hunters.
Problematic. You guys have the legacy up here, too?
It has. We had some hope in the early days that we'd be spared, isolated as we are. That hope died in a hurry. Not everyone's been so unlucky, of course. You'll see a few pampered sprats around.
Treating 'em like precious stones won't see 'em grow up any faster, if at all. The sudden sorrow in his features belies his soft laughter. Well, he lost his son. Yeah. You must have some interesting hunting stories. I love swapping tales. Anyone have a pipe?
Long hours checking snares and waiting out elk, mostly. Used to hunt some of the big ones. Bear, stelgare. But up here, it comes down to necessity. Which means keeping Stalwart fed, or else keeping it safe. Thing is, the last hunt didn't go so well, as you can see.
Yeah, alright. Farewell. I'm guessing this village is pretty much where we're going to pick up basically all the quests for the White March. Thanks for watching, adventurers. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing. Have a nice day, adventurers. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.